Would you believe that despite the global economic turmoil, the Irish economy once outpaced even China in terms of growth rate? Yes, that's right. The Emerald Isle, known for its enchanting landscapes and rich history, once stunned the world with its impressive economic performance. This rapid economic expansion was fueled by various factors that propelled Ireland to the top, surpassing even the fastest-growing economies globally. But surprisingly, this growth has slowed down. Let's delve into why. The Irish economy's slowdown is not a simple story. It's a complex tapestry of interconnected factors. Let's unravel this tapestry to better understand the factors behind the slowdown. One of the most prominent threads woven into this economic fabric is inflation. The rising cost of goods and services is a pressing concern, not just for Ireland, but globally. As prices increase, the purchasing power of the average consumer decreases, leading to a slowdown in economic activity. Now let's pull on another thread: rising interest rates. These rates are like the heartbeat of an economy, influencing borrowing costs, investment decisions, and even the value of the currency. As interest rates rise, borrowing becomes more expensive, which can deter investment and slow economic growth. Next up, we have decreased demand for certain exports. Ireland, being an export-oriented economy, relies heavily on the demand for its goods and services abroad. A slackening in this demand can have a significant impact on the economy's growth rate. However, the picture is not entirely bleak. Amidst these challenging factors, the Irish economy continues to operate at full capacity, particularly in employment-intensive sectors like construction. This sector, a cornerstone of the economy, remains robust, providing a steady stream of employment opportunities. The labour market, too, shows resilience amidst the slowdown. With unemployment stabilising around 4%, it suggests the economy is operating close to or even at full employment. This is a silver lining, indicating that despite the slower growth, people continue to find work, and the wheels of the economy keep turning. To better understand the state of the domestic economy, the Economic and Social Research Institute uses a measurement called modified domestic demand, which accounts for the impacts of multinational companies. Currently, this measurement shows a growth rate of 1.8% for 2023, a stark contrast to the expected decline in gross domestic product by 1.6%. All these factors come into play ahead of the Irish government's budget announcement. The budget is expected to include core spending increases and additional temporary spending to address pressing issues such as energy costs and housing. The Republic of Ireland is also expected to run significant budget surpluses in the coming years, thanks to a windfall from corporation taxes paid by multinational companies. Despite these economic challenges, it's worth noting that the governing coalition is facing other issues. High housing costs and strained public services have left many feeling that they are not benefiting from the country's prosperity. These social challenges may impact economic performance and will undoubtedly play a role in the government's budget decisions. So we see that despite the slowdown, the Irish economy is not all gloom and doom. The challenges are real, but so too are the resilience and robustness of the economy. It's a complex tapestry indeed, but one that continues to hold strong even in the face of adversity. To understand the true state of the Irish economy, we need to look beyond the usual economic indicators. So let's delve into one such metric, the Modified Domestic Demand, or MDD. This is a measurement that the Economic and Social Research Institute uses to estimate Irish domestic output. You see, the MDD is particularly relevant for economies like Ireland's, which host a large number of multinational companies. These corporations can significantly skew traditional economic indicators, such as the gross domestic product. The MDD, on the other hand, accounts for these impacts, providing a more balanced and accurate reflection of the domestic economic activity. Now let's talk numbers. In the year 2023, the MDD is growing at a rate of 1.8%. This may not seem like a staggering figure, especially when compared to previous years of rapid growth. But remember, we're looking at a more accurate picture of the local economy here, unskewed by the activities of multinational corporations. Contrast this with the gross domestic product, or GDP, which is expected to decline by 1.6%. Yes, you heard that right. The GDP, an indicator we often associate with economic health, is on the decline, while the MDD, a measure of domestic economic activity, is growing. This divergence underscores the importance of looking beyond traditional indicators to understand the true state of an economy. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that while the Irish economy may be slowing down, it is far from stagnant. Domestic demand, as indicated by the MDD, is still growing, and this growth is being driven by sectors like construction that are labour-intensive and thus create jobs for the local population. In a nutshell, the MDD provides us with a more nuanced understanding of Ireland's economic landscape, revealing a picture of steady domestic growth amidst broader economic deceleration. The MDD thus provides a more comprehensive picture of the Irish economy's current state. The government's policies also play a significant role in shaping the economy's trajectory. As we stand on the brink of the Irish government's budget announcement, it's essential to consider the potential impacts on the economy. The upcoming budget is expected to feature core spending increases. Such measures are designed to stimulate economic activity, boosting sectors that may have slowed down. Temporary spending is also on the cards, addressing pressing issues such as energy costs and housing. By allocating resources to these areas, the government aims to alleviate some of the pressures facing households, promoting financial stability and, in turn, fostering economic resilience. But where is the funding for these initiatives coming from? The answer lies in the significant budget surpluses that the Republic of Ireland is set to run in the coming years. These surpluses are primarily driven by a windfall from corporation taxes paid by multinational companies. These corporations, attracted by Ireland's favourable business environment, contribute a substantial chunk to the national coffers, empowering the government to invest in various economic sectors. However, this scenario also presents a double-edged sword. While these surpluses provide a financial cushion, they also create a dependence on the performance of multinational corporations. A downturn in these companies could significantly affect the surplus and, by extension, the government's spending capabilities. Despite the slower growth, the government's upcoming budget and the anticipated surplus signify a robust response to the economic slowdown. By investing in key sectors and addressing societal concerns, the government is actively working to ensure the economy remains resilient. Yet, it's important to remember that economic stability doesn't solely depend on government actions. It's a collective effort involving businesses, households, and the international community. The government's moves are thus crucial in navigating the slowdown. But the path to sustained economic prosperity is a shared journey, one that calls for a broad-based approach encompassing all aspects of the Irish economy. But what does this all mean for the people of Ireland? Let's delve into that. While the numbers and percentages tell us one story, the lived experiences of the Irish people tell another. The prosperous economic indicators paint a picture of a thriving nation, but beneath this glossy surface, there's a different reality. High housing costs are a significant concern. Over the past decade, housing prices in Ireland have surged, making it increasingly difficult for many to secure affordable housing. This crisis is not just about the numbers, it's about the families struggling to keep a roof over their heads, about young professionals unable to step onto the property ladder, and about communities being displaced. Strained public services are another pressing issue. Despite the economic prosperity, many essential services are stretched thin. Schools are overcrowded, hospitals are understaffed, and public transport is under-resourced. These challenges are felt daily by the Irish people, from the parent juggling school runs with work, to the elderly person waiting for a hospital appointment, to the commuter navigating a complex and often unreliable transport system. And here's the paradox. While the economy flourishes, many Irish people feel they are not reaping the benefits. They see multinational corporations making huge profits, yet their own living conditions are not improving at the same pace. This has led to a growing disconnect between economic growth and public sentiment. The governing coalition is feeling the heat, facing challenges in the polls as citizens express their dissatisfaction. This is the human face of economic change. It's not just about GDP and MDD figures. It's about the quality of life, the cost of living, and the sense of security and well-being. These are the factors that truly matter to the people. And these are the factors that will ultimately shape the future of Ireland's economy. In the end, it's the people who feel the real effects of economic ebbs and flows. So, where does this leave the Irish economy? It's clear, even with a revised forecast, the economy remains robust, operating at full capacity. The labour market is solid, showing signs of resilience amidst the slowdown. The government is proactive, planning core spending increases to address pressing issues. Yes, challenges lie ahead, like high housing costs and strained public services. Yet the story of the Irish economy is a testament to the fact that even in slowdown, an economy can reveal surprising signs of resilience. Thank you for tuning in.